almost freaking crushed it.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It has been quite a while since I've been on here. It's the tail end ice fishing season, and honestly, I am totally sick of ice fishing this year. So what we're gonna do tomorrow morning is we're gonna take out the boat out onto the Mississippi River, and hopefully we can catch some walleyes. I actually took the boat out a few weeks ago. She opened up, we got out, and we did pretty dang good on some walleyes. So we're gonna try, go back out, see if we can get a repeat of a few weekends ago, and hopefully it's gonna be a good time. So it's gonna be me and Bischoff tomorrow morning. We're gonna get up nice, bright and early, 6 o'clock, head on up, launch the boat, get on the water, and hopefully we can get this thing dialed in. Got the boat right here. We got some minnows, and we're gonna be working real slow tomorrow. Super cold water temps, but we got the boat all rigged up this year. Changed a whole bunch of stuff, fixed all the little things that needed to be fixed on it, kind of fine-tuned everything in. So this year, it's gonna be a good year, I think. So, but it's getting late, so I'm gonna head to bed. We're gonna be up bright and early, meet Bischoff in the morning. Hopefully he's here on time. Hook the boat up, head up to the river, and hopefully we can get on some fish. So we'll see you guys out on the water. All right, well, made it out onto the old mighty Mississippi. As you can see, we are in the boat. We got Brendan Bischoff with us today. Are we gonna catch some or what?
Oh, we're gonna catch them.
So we're gonna go check out the first couple spots here, and hopefully we can hook up right away. Well, we made it to our first spot. We're just going to probably scan around for a little while. We're gonna try to mark some fish before we actually start fishing, and that's gonna be the name of the game today. So we're gonna just try to bounce around spot to spot. Hopefully we can find some fish. Looks like we've already marked a few scattered fish down there. So as you can see, there's a few fish over here on the side of the screen, a couple over here popping in. So we're gonna be fishing probably anywhere between 10 to 20 feet today. I mean, that's pretty much the whole river, but basically anywhere between some sand flats we're gonna be fishing today, and then we'll also be fishing probably some current seams, like some wing dams, stuff like that. So I haven't fished this body of water much, so it's kind of a relatively new thing for me. So hopefully it's gonna go well. We're gonna put the electronics to the test today, and hopefully we can bang them up. All right, well, we got spot number 1 here. And we did a whole bunch of scanning. We went back and forth like 10 times, kind of found some pods of fish. And pull out what we're using today. We'll be using a few different things. Probably a plastic, blade bait, and then just a jig and minnow. So I'm gonna get this stuff out, get rigged up, and drop the trolling motor down, get to fishing. Well, we've made it. Spot number 1, I'm gonna start as natural as can be. Jig and a minnow. And we are gonna see if we can go find some fish. All right, well, I just turned the GoPro off and made a cast, and we got our first walleye of the day. I was like, you know, we haven't caught it in 15 minutes. Let me delete this clip and restart it. Well, as I cast it out, I deleted the old clip, didn't restart it, hooked up. So that's normally how it goes. As soon as you're not filming, you'll catch your first fish. So that is definitely good news. We love to see that. All right, just a little dink. See you later, buddy. All right, well, that was on a jig and min, or re-minnowed up. This is where we kind of marked some fish earlier. And I saw a pod out there when I caught that one. So we're just using the 360 here. Not really using the live scope much because it doesn't really do much. We're not really sharpshooting them. We're just kind of pitching at pods. So I don't know if you can see those down there. There's a couple fish. Not a lot on the screen right now, but basically how this works is it just spins around in a circle, and any of these little dots are going to be fish. the closer the fish are to the boat, the smaller the mark they're gonna look, generally speaking. And when they're out farther, they kind of get elongated, kind of more circly. If they're real close, they're actually a really, really small mark, generally speaking. It's kind of opposite of side imaging. It's kind of weird, but I think it's just how it kind of compresses the image. So, but you can see there's some fish popping up here and there. You know, one right there as well. So let's get back to it. Hopefully we can crack another one. They're not moving like crazy fast. Oh, that's a walleye actually. I'll take a net, I think.
Oh, there.
Back there is fine. There we go. Decent chunky little guy. So, thought they were maybe carp, but turns out they were just walleyes. So this is a nice little chunky guy. And we're gonna let him go. Bye-bye. All right, Bischoff is hooked up. Looking pretty big. You can back that drag off if you need to. I don't know how big it's looking. Is it carpy or walleye? It's not running like a carp, but you seen it? Kind of going all over.
Whatever it is huge.
Is that a walleye?
If that's a walleye, dude.
It is.
That's a big one.
Here we go. Easy. Easy. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
All right, ready?
No.
Here, hold. I'm gonna just, oh, he just popped off. Okay, perfect. All right, Bischoff hooked up with a beautiful
Chubby boy.
walleye. Nice fish, dude. 26 inches. Nice.
I'm back.
Dude, let's go. Right. Well, Bischoff just caught that nice fish. What was it, 26 inches? 26 inches, 7.5 pounds. So that is a absolute beauty of a walleye. We just kind of moved into a shallower spot here. Basically we were out deeper and we were marking more marks that I would consider to look like walleyes. All these fish up here seem to look like carp to me. I have this thing where if I see like an absolute pile of fish, it just makes me think it's carp. But sometimes they definitely are walleyes. I have ran into just absolute mega wads. Obviously it depends on the type of body that I'm on as well. If I'm on a lake or something like that, I know they're obviously not carp and they're big walleyes, especially like when they're fishing in Green Bay. There's massive schools of walleye out there. But on these rivers, I don't have a lot of experience fishing them. I do know walleyes will stack up really aggressive on some of these bodies of water. So I'm gonna have to try to learn some new stuff and just start fishing them. So I'm gonna get back to it and hopefully we can catch a few more fish here. All right, Bischoff is hooked up. Feel decent again? That is a carp.
That is a carp.
Uh-oh. You're gonna need a new hook.
Not the hook.
All right. Well, we're gonna move spots. We fished that spot, we caught a few fish, but they're just kind of picky, and that kind of seems like it's the name of the game out here. You just gotta go find active fish. So I'm gonna put the old gloves on. We're gonna run upriver a little bit, hit a new spot, hopefully and get something done here. All right, well, we just got done scanning for like an hour and we finally found a little wing dam that was holding some fish. I can probably scroll back here. You can see there's a whole bunch of fish down in here. This is where I was turning around, and this was before. She's pretty loaded up, so we're gonna see. That's the wing dam right there, if we can catch some of these. So when I went around, I dropped a whole bunch of waypoints down. They're pretty much all scattered behind the wing dam. Hopefully they're walleyes, but we're gonna find out real soon. You're gonna use jig and minnow. I'll try a blade bait. Got one? Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, if you want. That's got pretty heavy line on it.
God, they're so fat in here, dude.
I know, they're chunky. That's a walleye. Chunky. Thick. Oh, slippery.
Going back.
Good. All right, first spot is panning out. We're marking them. I might put a little jig and minnow back on. I think that's gonna be the ticket today. But I'll try the blade bait for a little bit here. See if Bischoff can catch another one or two, and then I'm gonna switch back over, I think. That one freaking crushed it. That one I just put a swim bait on. Hey, come here. That was on. Little tickle tail. Bleeding all over. All right, let's try to find a new little pod in here. And I am gonna go back to Mr. Minner. All right, well, the GoPro decided to die, but I just took that tickle tail off. Ugh. Caught me little Walter jig and minnow. Figured, you know, cold water temps, best case scenario, jig and minnow is probably gonna outfish everything else. Now it's nice to mix it up a little bit and throw the blade baits and plastics, but at the end of the day, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do to catch some more fish. So got a lot of springtime ahead of us, so I'm gonna use some minnows. This is not my forte if you know me at all, but I also rarely ever fish this early in the spring. Normally we got a little bit of a warming trend going on, and it is still pretty much winter, so let's get back to it. There's a bunch to our right and like back right. I'd probably cast somewhere in yonder. There's a bunch there, and there's a bunch there and there. So pretty much actually all over the place to the right, so. You have a hit?
Can't tell.
I don't know, it like felt like a walleye hit, but now it feels like carp. It is a walleye. It just must have missed it when it came up and hit it, and it got it under its belly. That's a good hook. Good hook. All right. Well, another one. Not where you want to hook them, generally speaking, but I felt him hit it. He must have missed it. Set the hook right into him. So, another little walleye, little male. A little midday update. It's been a grind, but we're catching them kind of here and there. We're marking them. Doesn't seem to matter what we throw at them. It's just random. You'll catch one on a blade bait. You'll catch one on a jig and minnow. Catch one on a plastic. Doesn't really seem to have whole lot of effect other than just putting the lure in front of the right fish for it to eat. So we're gonna go try to scan around, try to find a couple new spots. This was a new spot that we found that I just kind of seen behind a wing dam. We scanned like 10-15 of them back upstream, and there was nothing. All of a sudden we just ran across the one that was loaded, so we decided to drop. Caught, I don't know, 4 walleyes or something over here, and a couple carps. So we're gonna go back down and we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna go back to scanning, kind of figure out where these fish like to stage this time of year. And I know these fish do move around on this body of water quite a bit, so we're gonna just keep moving around. Hopefully we can find some fish. There we go. I was on plastic. Plastic, just switch back to it. On plastic.
Okay.
That's what I just switched to, I'm saying. Might be decent. Staying down. Not bad. I think I can grab her. Hey, 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 come here, boy. There we go. That one choked. Plastic. That is what we like to see right there. All right, well, as you can see, the sun is setting. It's getting a little dark out. But we're gonna call it a day here. It's a pretty good day. It was a little slower than we had liked. We started off decent, then we kind of had a lull there in the middle of the day. Then we found a new spot of fish, did pretty good on them as well. And it is now the evening, and it's kind of settled down. We really haven't seen anyone else catch any fish today. We've talked to a few other boats that they have been struggling as well. So we got Bischoff his one big fish this morning, which definitely kept the mood up for the day, I think. Definitely can't complain on a big old pre-spawner like that. So I think we're probably gonna end the video here. We got a pretty good trek back to the landing, and we're probably gonna head out before it gets dark because there is some ice chunks floating around here. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Catch you guys on the next one.